So your neighbor brought you some deer meat from a deer they killed this season, and you have no idea what to do with it. Well, in today's show, we're going to show you how to cook the perfect venison. Today we're going to be cooking from the backstrap of the deer. We're going to be making fillets, and we're going to be making Hasselbeck potatoes. So stick around, it's going to be a great show. So our target temperature today to cook the potatoes is going to be 425. So I have my starters in here, Weber lighter cubes, and I'm going to light those. Some coal on top of that. Leave the lid open for about 10 minutes, and this will be ready. And we'll leave the bottom vent open and leave the lid open. Alright, today we're going to be making Hasselbeck potatoes, and I have a nice sized potato, washed it off of course. We'll start by just trimming the bottom so that you can have a flat surface to work on, so that it'll lay flat, okay? And then these are barbecue bamboo skewers. Put one on either side of the potato, so that the reason you do that is so that you don't go all the way through, because you don't want to cut the potato all the way in half. If you do once, it's okay. Just you don't want to do it often. Okay. So you'll slide down till you hit the skewers. Then you'll just go make I like thin slices on mine, and I'm just going to go down and cutting thin slices in the potato. And you're going to do that all the way down the potato, sort of like scalloped potato size. And you don't have to be exact at all, and on the end you want to be careful, because you can cut all the way through because of the unevenness of the potato. So that's how you do it. I'm going a little fast so that you don't have to sit here and watch me cut an entire potato. I hope I don't mess up. But we'll come back once I finish all of the potatoes and show you what's next. Let's see now if you can see that. Well, I don't want to mess the potato up, but you see it's all opened up. You just set it in the cast iron skillet. We'll do that for all three potatoes. Okay, to make our paste to go on the Hasselbeck potatoes, started with a 1/3 cup of olive oil, and we're going to stir in 1/4 cup of melted margarine. We're going to pour in teaspoon of garlic powder, about 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, and the same for some sage. Not much sage, just a little bit to give it texture. And then we're going to put in, today we're going to use Killer Hog's barbecue rub, just maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, mix this together. Yeah, that's nice. And over our potatoes, these will fan out once you start cooking them. And so we'll put you just want to baste them really good. And you don't have to use a lot right now, because once they open you're going to want to use a lot, but to get inside the potato. And you could spread these apart now yourselves, but you may as well wait and let the heat do it, and they will spread open. Okay, and that's it. And I'll put these on the grill and Okay, our grill is up to temp. We're indirect grilling for the potatoes, and so we actually have a pizza stone covered in tinfoil on the bottom. I wanted to show that you don't have to have the smoking stone that comes as an accessory with the grill. You can just simply use a pizza stone underneath there and it actually puts off a little more heat. And so since we have to get our grill to 425, that's why I'm using the pizza stone today. And so we'll set these on here for 40 minutes. Okay, our potatoes have been on for about 30 minutes. And we're just going to baste them with this seasoning. Again, you see they're starting to open up, and I'm pushing on them just a little bit just to get as much in the cracks, every little slice as possible. Yeah. Okay, this is what is called the back strap, and so I have my processor make my back straps in 6-inch sections, and so and what this came packaged in 6-inch sections, and the reason I have it done like that is so I can cut fillets out of it, and so that's what we'll do now. And so if you have a deer processed, you might want to tell your processor to cut your back straps in 6-inch sections and package them individually, and that way you get a nice fillet out of that. And I'm using the wrong knife, I just noticed that, but that's okay. We'll keep going. It works fine. This is going to be the best steaks you will ever have. We prefer this over filet mignon. So we'll just wrap this in bacon. Okay, turn them sideways. You're going to cut you're going to cook with the inside. And so you're going to wrap the outside here. Just wrap it in. This is thick cut bacon. I use 2 toothpicks, one on both sides. That's it. Put that in there, and you just go to the next one. And we'll be back when we get through wrapping all these. Okay, we have our fillets wrapped in bacon. This made 5. Sometimes I make 6, but I made these pretty thick. So the first thing we'll do, this is just Worcestershire sauce. And I just like to pour a little on it. Flip them. That way they just gets coated. It's not like we're going to be soaking them for a long time or anything. It's just going to be for a few minutes. But that'll soak in. Today we're going to be using Killer Hog steak rub. Just pat that in. Be very liberal with the rub. And we'll do that to both sides. We'll turn it over and do that to both sides, and these will be ready to put on the grill. We'll let them sit for about 15 minutes before we put them on the grill. Okay, we're cooking right along. We're about 450 actually. Smelling great, looking great. We're going to baste these one more time. They've been on, I would say, 40 minutes. And I like mine to get good and done. They may have been on 50 minutes. So we're going to baste these one more time, and we'll come back in 10 minutes and put the final touches on this, because they're looking outstanding. Alright, the final stage for the Hasselbeck potatoes. Freshly grated Parmesan cheese, the wife grated. Right over the top. All over the top. Smells great. Okay. Then we're going to add a little Parquet bottled margarine. Just a little. You can add more when you get finished cooking. And then kosher salt. And we'll finish it off. Coarse ground pepper, black pepper. And we're going to let this sit in here 10 minutes max. Just let it all get soaked in. Okay. How does that look? Looks outstanding. We're going to take them off, let them sit while we cook our venison fillets. Okay guys, you can see we're at 650. We are opened everything back up so we can get a great sear on the steaks. And what I'm going to do real quick is this piece of apple wood way over here on the side. That's the beauty of this char griller, is I can open the center plate up, put that piece of wood right there, shut it back down, and we'll be having a smoking flavor in just a moment. Okay, now we're going to put our fillets on. It's extremely hot, so be careful when you spray the cooking spray. It will burn you up. The fillets. We are wanting a nice sear. This is my son's, doesn't have much seasoning on it. So we'll let those cook 2 minutes and then we'll check them. Doesn't take long. Okay. After 2 minutes, flip them. Quickly shut the grill. Now, the beauty of venison, or most people's misconception of venison, is that you have to cook it for a long time to get the gamey taste out. That's backwards. You don't want to cook venison very long. 2 minutes one side, 2 minutes the next side. Repeat that process and it's finished. Don't overcook the venison. That's what makes it tough, and you will actually get more of a gamey taste. So quick and hot is the best way for venison. All right, after 2 minutes, see how that's going this way? We want to turn them so we get a great grill mark. And so we'll turn it so that they're, if the grates are going this way and this, then we want this to go sideways, which is about where it is. Just to get a better grill mark. Two more minutes. And finally, our last flip. They look great. 2 minutes max. That'll be medium. If you want it less, medium rare, you can take it off right now. So 8 minutes is medium. All right, our 2 minutes is up. I'll quickly throw garlic cheese bread on, a staple at our house. Get these off, and we're going to let these rest for 10 minutes. Now I have to make sure that I keep my sons separated, so I want to make sure it's right there by itself. Okay? That'll look great. I'll let it rest for 10 minutes. Alright guys, finished product, venison fillet, cut right down the center. You see that? Oh, look at that. Perfect medium. Looks so great. I'm going to take a bite, sorry. Let's taste this. See how tender, easy that was to cut? I mean, outstanding. You see the potato? We'll just dig into the middle of that. The skin gets a little tough. and taste all of the seasoning. I usually eat it from here that way, so I guess that's what I should have done. Venison Hasselbeck potatoes. Enjoy.